southbound on a white car sport. In a development tank car.
Can you put your hands on the wheel, buddy? Okay. Hey, I'm Officer Smith. The reason why I pulled you over is you don't have any lights on.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Are you okay, bud?
Yeah, I just had a nosebleed.
You sure you don't need paramedics or anything?
I'm fine,
Okay. Yeah. Are you able to turn your lights on?
Yeah, I was, that?
Okay. Do you have your license on you, buddy?
I don't actually, but I have my identification if you need it.
Yeah, if you have your ID. Hold on a second. I don't want to get blood on my... You sure you didn't get, like, beat up or anything?
No, I just had a nosebleed. I get them all the time. And it just kind of broke it out when I was driving.
Oh, okay. This is your car?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see real quick. Give me 1 second, alright, man? Okay. You still live in Boca?
Yeah.
Okay.
A routine traffic stop in Florida quickly turned into something far more disturbing. Police had pulled over a man driving at night because his vehicle's lights were off. But when officers approached the car, they noticed something impossible to ignore. The man was covered in blood. When asked what happened, he claimed he had suffered a severe nosebleed. But as officers looked closer, the explanation became harder to believe. There was blood on his face, his clothing, his legs, and his hands. He eventually claimed he had been attacked in a fight, but that story wasn't true. Behind the wheel was Jared Noyman, and according to his later confession, police had unknowingly stopped him shortly after he had killed his own father. What followed was a recorded confession in which Jared described the events leading up to the killing, what happened inside the parking garage, and what he did afterward. Tonight, we're going through that timeline, from the blood-covered traffic stop to the confession that revealed what really happened.
Said he had a really bad nosebleed.
Dude, it is.
I know. That's why I was like, bro, you need FD, you okay? You got in a fight? He's like, no, I just had a real bad nosebleed. Yeah, he's getting a criminal citation. Hey, what's going on, Jared? Alright, so I'm sure you know that your license isn't good.
It's not good.
It's been expired since 2016, and it's a E-class learners, which means you're supposed to have someone 21 or over that's licensed with you.
Oh.
So
I didn't know it was out of date. I've been using it.
It's fine. I'm only giving you a citation. You do have to show up to court.
Okay, I will.
You just take your ID back.
Thank
You just got a sign saying that you're going to show up.
you. Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
And you can keep my pen, because you're covered in blood. Alright, wait. You put this down so you can sign this? Right here on the X. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah. This is your copy. That's the day the court date's a month out. That's where you got to go.
Am I going to be fined, or do I just got to show up?
You have to show up and whatever the judge wants to do. I mean, I would try to get your license fixed before that. All right. I'm going to tell you this: you're not allowed to drive. Okay.
So I'm going to pull over.
That's what I suggest.
Yeah.
Listen, you're an adult. if you get caught driving, I mean, it's already going to show that you got a court date. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna give you any breaks. They're just gonna arrest you.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the nearest place to pull over.
Okay.
What's going on? Why didn't you have blood, dry blood all over the place?
I had a really bad nosebleed while I was driving. I couldn't really do anything about it.
Nosebleed? Yeah. Why is it all over your pants too? Why is it all over? That looks like it's sticking through your pants. Your leg not bleeding?
No, it just was just pouring all over the place. No, I'm good. I mean,
dry blood all over your legs. That doesn't look like a nosebleed. How does it get on the inside of your pants? It's not from a nosebleed. You don't get blood dried on your ankles and the inside of your legs from a nosebleed. You get on the outside of your pants. So what's happening?
it's not a nosebleed.
It's all from a nosebleed.
Yeah.
So have the fire department come check it out. That's all from a nosebleed.
I mean,
It's way too much blood.
I was gonna pull over and go to bed. It's really late. I mean, they
Did
could
you hit your head? Did you like possible concussion?
No, I'm okay. I mean, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just gonna pull over and go to sleep, and I'm going to work.
Going to work on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Where do you work at?
Firehouse Road.
Firehouse where?
Boca. It's like the Boca Del Mar Plaza.
Do you get nosebleeds like this all the time?
I get a lot of movies.
I don't understand how this is like all over your arms, all over your face, and on the inside of your pants.
I mean, I might have been rubbing my leg or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm okay.
Yeah, but you know, when you get blood on yourself and it goes to your pants, it doesn't go on the inside. You dry blood all up your leg.
I might have been scratching like my leg. You know, like I just get itchy. Like, you know, I got a mosquito bite or something. If I get scratched.
You get nosebleed and you open a mosquito bite?
43
No, I mean, I just scratched.
See how it's a weird thing, you know? You're just covered in blood.
I don't know what else to tell you besides I had a nosebleed.
You got anything in the vehicle you know about? You mind stepping out and search real quick?
Oh.
You got blood all over your toes and your feet. It's like you bathed in blood. That's not just a nosebleed. And if you're part of some...
You're actively bleeding from your elbow. So it's not just a nosebleed.
Yeah, just step out real quick.
Yeah,
Come on. All right, man.
No problem.
What the hell's going on? That's not nosebleed.
Come on back here. Over here off the street.
Want to sit?
Yeah, it's fine.
You got blood all over your feet. It wouldn't run from your nose to your feet. You're bleeding from the elbow currently.
Your knuckles are bleeding. So what happened? For real?
I got in a fight with somebody, and they hit me, and I got beat up.
Where does this happen in Boca?
Yeah.
Do you want to report this?
I mean, I really, you know, it's no big deal to me. I mean, he beat the shit out of me pretty bad.
Who is this person?
I don't really know him like that. He was just somebody that was arguing with me, and, you know.
Okay, well, I'm going to have FD come check you out just for my goodwill, because if you have a concussion or something and you go and you don't wake up...
I mean, I promise
them
I'm
to make
fine. I just really like to go to bed because I got to rest up for work, and I really just
You
appreciate
said
it.
you don't have work till Wednesday.
I know, but I gotta.
You don't need 3 days of rest for work.
I mean, I don't get enough rest. I would really just
So you're
appreciate
going to sleep
it.
from now till Wednesday?
No, like, I mean,
Okay,
I'm gonna rest up and
Well,
just
I'm going to
relax.
appreciate it, and I'm going to have FD come check you out, and that's not a thing. I'm not saying you have to go with them, but they're going to check your vitals,
Okay.
and they're going to check everything, okay?
Whiskey 1194.
794, man.
Can you start at Jesus Way for patient eval, white male in his 20s, bleeding from his elbow, and losing weight.
Yeah, more than on your body, don't fit.
Just single portion, he's got blood coming from multiple times in his body.
26.
Southern lacerations.
all kinds of lacerations.
So I need FT reference lacerations.
Are you living out of your car? I see you at the bed in the back. So how do you know this guy?
I don't really know him like that. I just seen him a couple times, but he just got like really started arguing with me, and just like I kind of tried to argue back, and then he just started hitting me, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And he just kept hitting me.
You know from work?
No, I don't.
And what were you punching?
Like I've just seen him around. Like
your knuckles are cut open. Were you punching something else?
I was trying to fight back, and I probably hit the ground and shit.
Okay. So you just seen him around.
Yeah.
I mean, this happened in Boca. We can't do anything about it. We're Delray. So if you don't want to make the report with them,
No, I just really appreciate just going to bed and
that's
going
on
to
you. I'm
work.
just trying to figure out what's happening. 'Cause, I mean,
1194, FD's requesting, are you in front of, closer towards Franklin Club?
We're on the northbound side in front of City National Bank.
Yeah.
You could put it in as Mangrove Park.
26.
I'm just trying to understand this. 'Cause, I mean, we're just going to document it because it is a weird thing because it's covered in blood.
Yeah.
And because, you know, you're not supposed to drive and all that. So we're just going to document it. I'm just trying to understand what happened tonight. Like I said, we're not doing anything with it because we can't because we're...
And it looks like you live in it and you work out of it, so
Yeah.
you able to call somebody?
I'm really not. Can you please like not tow the car?
That's what I'm saying. If you can call
I
somebody.
don't have anyone to call.
You have a friend with a good license?
I don't have like any friends. I'm working, you know, to live and survive. I don't have anyone. If you take that car, I have nothing. I'm gonna be sleeping on like stuff like this.
I understand that, but it's also a liability on me if I knowingly let you leave with the car and then something happens. It looks bad on me.
Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna pull over in the nearest spot and just that's it. You know.
So number one, is have them check you out in the fire department. They're here now.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you don't have a head injury.
No, I'm okay.
Use your eyes real quick. How long ago?
A couple hours ago.
You bleeding from your face? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's not really.
He's got his knuckles are cut open.
Missing a head, is it?
We got left elbow bleeding.
Alright. Call 911 then?
No.
Why not?
Sleep.
Understandable.
You didn't lose consciousness when you
You know what city you're in?
That was 20.
traveled with Fred. We'll check you out.
Relax enough.
Altercation with like one person, one people.
I've seen him a couple of times. I really haven't been interacting with him. This time, he was kind of hostile. I kind of argued back. So, yeah.
What'd you guys pull him over for?
He didn't have his lights on, and then I was flashing my lights on him. He still wasn't turning on, so I did a U-turn and pulled him over.
Okay. You guys have ID on him at all, or?
I gave it back to him.
Okay.
You want me to get it?
One second. I gotta go understand it. That child died on us. There you go. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Who's in our system?
Yep, he lives in his car.
Oh, alright.
it's Officer Smith with Delray PD. Hey, I just pulled over a guy. His name's Jared Noyman. He said he got into a fight in Boca with somebody. I'm trying to see if you guys had any batteries recently that you're looking for this dude. He was covered in blood. Okay. Okay. He was in a... Okay. Let me see. Massey, did he say where the fight was? He's not giving specifics, just saying Boca. He said it was a couple hours ago. Just wanted to make sure you guys didn't have, like, PC or anything for him. It's Jared Noyman. It's like Noiman. I have a ID number if you need it. November 550-423-940-160. Okay.
Bloody. He's got blood all over his face. You see all the blood on his face?
He said he had a really bad nosebleed.
Dude, it is
I know.
fucking...
That's why I was like, bro, you need FD, you okay? You got in a fight? He's like, no, I just had a real bad nosebleed.
Holy shit.
He's getting a criminal citation.
What's going on? Why didn't you got blood, dry blood all over the place? Some nosebleed? Why is it all over your pants too? How did it get all the way down? It's like it's seeping through your pants. Your leg not bleeding? Well, is that like new medical attention? Dry blood all over your leg. This looks like a nosebleed. How does it get on the inside of your pants? That's not from the nosebleed. You don't get blood dried on your.
Pull him out of the car.
Scratching like my leg, you know, like that's the issue, like, no, I mean, I just scratched my leg.
It's a weird thing, you know? It's covered in blood.
I don't know what else to tell you besides that.
You guys in the vehicle ever about? You guys have no simple question. Blood all over your toes. It's like you bathed in blood. That's not.
You're actively bleeding from your elbow. So it's not just a nosebleed.
Here, just step out.
Come on out.
I mean,
Come on back here. Over here on the off the street.
Yeah. So you got blood all over your feet. It wouldn't run from your nose to your feet. You're bleeding from the elbow currently.
Your knuckles are bleeding. So what happened? For real?
I got in a fight with somebody, and they hit me, and just got beat up.
where this happened in Boca?
Yeah.
Do you want to report this?
I mean, I really, you know, it's no big deal to me. I mean, he beat the shit out of me pretty bad.
Who is this person?
I don't really know him like that. He was just somebody that was arguing with me, and, you know.
Okay, well, I'm going to have FG come check you out just for my goodwill, because if you have a concussion or something and you go and you don't wake up.
I mean, I promise
them
I'm
to make
fine. I just really like to go to bed because I got to rest up for work, and I really just
You
appreciate
said
it.
you don't have work till Wednesday.
I know, but I gotta.
You don't need 3 days of rest for work.
I mean, I don't get enough rest. I would really just.
So you're going to sleep from now till Wednesday?
No, like, I mean,
Okay,
I'm gonna rest up and
Well,
just
I'm going to
relax.
appreciate it. I'm going to have FG come check you out, and that's not a thing. I'm not saying you have to go with them, but they're going to check your vitals. Okay. And they're going to check everything, okay?
Whiskey 1194. Can you start FD this way for a patient eval? White male in his 20s, bleeding from his elbow. Apparently he was in a fight. This signal 14, he's got blood coming from multiple points in his body.
Tell them lacerations.
Yeah, I mean, he's just all kinds of lacerations.
So I need FD reference lacerations.
Or living out of your car after you hit the bed and done. How do you know this guy?
I don't really know him like that. I just seen him a couple times, but he just got like really started arguing with me, and just like I kind of tried to argue back, and then he just started hitting me, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And he just kept hitting me.
You know, from work?
No, I don't.
What were you punching?
Like I've just seen him around. Like
Your knuckles are cut open. Were you punching something else?
I was trying to fight back, and I probably hit the ground and shit.
Okay. So you've seen him around.
He didn't pick me up.
Because you don't have a good license, so I can't.
Can I just pull over in the nearest?
Originally, I was gonna do that, but I can't do that anymore. It's gotten too convoluted now. So the option is you either get someone to drive that has a good license to drive you somewhere, or I got to tow the car. And it looks like you live in it and you work out of it, so
Yeah,
you able to call somebody?
I'm really not. Can you please like not pull the car?
That's what I'm saying. If you can call somebody,
I don't have anyone to call.
You have a friend with a good license?
I don't have like any friends. I'm working, to live and survive. I don't have anyone. If you take that car, I have nothing. I'm just sleeping on like stuff like
I
this.
understand that, but it's also a liability on me if I knowingly let you leave with the car and then something happens. It looks bad on me.
Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna pull over in the nearest spot and just that's it.
We can't guarantee that.
So number one, just have them check you out at the fire department. They're here now.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you don't have a head injury.
What's up, man? What's going on? You got jumped? Let's see how it was. How long ago?
You're bleeding from your face? Is that what happened?
You got your knuckles are cut right there.
See your head?
Cut there. His left elbow is bleeding.
Call 911 then? City here?
I've seen him a couple of times and I really had good interaction with him. This time he was just kind of hostile. I kind of argued back and he started to shoot at me.
Not like a big facility where you take like serious medical. You in an area?
Yeah, I live here.
Yeah, not a problem.
I'm okay though. Really just pull over.
Any pain to your lower extremities? Your legs? It's an awful good amount of blood just for scraping, you know what I mean? Just trying to make sure you're alright. You feel like you have any cuts or anything going on up here in your leg?
Yeah, some on the right one. They were saying I might, I don't know.
Yeah, there's something oozing through the pants on the right thigh.
Oh yeah, watch your right knee. His right knee. Sorry, right there.
You're fighting back. Let's check your back real quick. Look at your shirt. Pain right here in your chest.
I don't really feel anything. My body's not
Probably see that on the adrenaline rush. How long does this happen?
a couple hours ago.
Couple hours.
Yeah.
What you been doing for the past couple hours?
Just recovering and then
You just playing on your car or something? It's difficult for us to pretty really hot covering that blood.
I know you have to be careful, but I don't feel like I need to go. That's just my...
Let me know if you feel any pain, okay? I'm just checking for any lumps and bumps, okay? I don't see any dry blood coming from you like this.
Thank you.
You remember the whole event, right? The whole event? What happened? The whole incident?
I kind of blacked it. I don't really lose confidence.
You pain what I'm feeling?
Is your shirt off when you were fighting? You're dry blood on your top.
You can tell when there's anything on the phone.
After officers took Jared into custody, the situation moved into its next stage. Before investigators could question him about what had happened, medical personnel arrived to examine him. Jared had visible blood covering much of his body, along with injuries that officers had noticed during the traffic stop. The medical team checked his condition and evaluated the injuries he claimed came from the alleged fight. But by this point, investigators had already begun questioning whether that story was true. The officers needed to determine whether Jared required immediate medical treatment or whether he was physically stable enough to continue through the investigation. After the medical assessment, Jared was cleared to proceed. He was then taken into custody and brought in for further questioning. What happened next would completely change the direction of the case. Instead of continuing with the story about a fight, Jared eventually asked to speak with detectives, and when that conversation began, he made a startling decision. He told investigators that he wanted to confess to the murder of his father. The traffic stop had started with a missing vehicle light. Now, detectives were about to hear Jared's own account of what had happened that night.
Alright, you wanted some water?
Yeah, I'll take some water.
Okay, we're gonna get you some water. Just a second. So you said you remember me from last night, right? Detective Peck?
Mm-hmm.
And you're Jared Noyman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on? What? Here you go, there's some water. You said you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah.
What's up? You got in and out of jail pretty fast, huh?
I'd like to confess to the murder of my father, J. Victor Noyman.
Okay. I appreciate you coming in and manning up and saying that. I think it's important that we talk about it and go over everything that we tried to get into last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So because you're saying that, and because we want to get into what was going on last night, I need to read you your rights again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read you those. It's the same ones we read last night. And then you can kind of walk me through what happened and why everything happened, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate you coming in. It means a lot, okay?
Okay.
If you have any questions as we go on, just ask me, okay? Alright? And like I said before, it's okay to be upset. It's okay. Alright? So don't feel like you have to hold anything back while you're in here talking to me, okay? Alright. I'm going to read you these real quick and then we'll start really talking, okay? Alright, I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand all the rights that I read to you?
Yes.
Okay. Do me a favor, same thing as last night, just sign right there for me. And then do me a favor, put the date.
To the 3rd.
It's the 4th now. 2020. Yep, put 2020. And the time's about 4:35 p.m. So I know you probably have a lot you want to get off your chest, right?
I mean, I could talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What happened?
I mean, I think I just had a huge lapse of judgment. My dad, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for why I did what I did because there's no excuse for it, but I was very stressed out and unhappy. My dad would constantly disrespect me, and I felt like I was being bullied and harassed. And when I was in jail, in prison, and around all these like criminalized people, they always talked about how when people do bad things to you, you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to usually, retaliate with violence. And that's been so ingrained in my head that I was consistently, on a consistent basis, thinking about violence when people were mean to me. And I didn't know how to make them stop otherwise. And then in jail, I would be violent to people who were trying to mess with me and they would stop. So I always thought that was the only way. And, when my dad would always call the police on me if I got violent towards him, like physically. And then, it just got to a point where I was like, the only way to make it stop is to do this. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what it's not his fault, he didn't deserve that. I just didn't know, I didn't know what I did until it was over and I realized what I did. And I didn't understand, what the hell did I just do? My dad didn't deserve that. I mean, he wasn't the nicest person to me, but I don't think he deserved to die like that. It was horrible. I mean, I remember every second of it. It was awful. I didn't mean to do that. I just felt like I was pushed too far, and I just reacted in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I just,
How did he, when was the last time that you guys were together before the incident happened?
we were together, about the time it happened. He just, he parks his car in the garage and he goes upstairs to sleep, and I sleep in the car, so we were just near each other.
Did you guys get into a fight about something particular last night?
No, but I was just it's just anger that was built up for a very long time.
Everything had kind of accumulated to a boiling point?
Yeah.
Okay. So which parking garage are you talking about that you guys were in?
The one by the beach.
By the beach?
Yeah.
Can you describe it to me, what it looks like?
It's just like a building. It's got 4 stories. I mean, you go in and there's ramps that go up
What color is it?
It's like either white or brownish. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. And that's where you guys have been staying recently?
Yeah.
Okay. And does he always sleep outside of the car and you sleep in the car?
Yeah, usually.
Even when it's cold out?
I mean, he usually either takes 2 blankets or he'll like sleep in this like corridor spot, but
Okay.
yeah, sometimes he'll stay in the car if it's really too cold.
But you guys kind of need your space for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the car parked?
Just like on the first floor.
And where was he sleeping at?
He was upstairs on like one of the higher floors.
Okay. And so what happened that led up? Take me through exactly what happened.
I mean, nothing really like happened that made that happen. It's just like something I'd been like I just thought of, you know. It just like kind of just came over me, and you know I didn't really see like what you know. There's just a lot of there's a lot of like projections of violence in like media, like I mean like TV shows, stuff on the internet, music, everything is just so full of violence now, and it just totally like I mean controlled my mind. Like I just thought that was how you're supposed to react to people who do bad things to you.
Right.
And I just I just didn't even
I know this part's hard to talk about, but can you tell me exactly what you did to him?
Yeah, he was sleeping, and I walked up, and I had a knife in my hand, and I think the blanket was over his head, and I pulled the blanket off, and I think I started stabbing him in the throat, and he was like curly, like it was like blood, like telling me to stop, like, and I didn't, and I said no, and I didn't know what I was doing at all, and he fell on the ground at some point, and I started choking him, and I just told him just to go to sleep, stop fighting, just go to sleep. And that's pretty much everything that happened. I saw the light leave his eyes and everything.
Where the knife that you used, how did you get that?
I bought it from the dollar store.
That day or earlier?
That day.
What
earlier that day.
What dollar store?
On Federal.
In Boca Raton?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, what is it nearby?
It's by Chipotle.
Okay. So you went in there and you bought that knife. Did you buy anything else with it?
At the dollar store?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought like a bunch of trash bags and some gloves.
Okay. What kind of gloves?
They were nitrile gloves.
What's nitrile? I don't know what that means.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but they're just like...
What color?
They were orange and white.
Okay. Are they like cloth or like latex like type stuff?
I think it was like a little bit of both. It was like latex-ish cloth.
Okay, so you bought those 3 things. Anything else?
No, that was it.
What time of day was that?
It was probably like afternoon, like 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. You drove the car over there, or did you walk?
No, my dad drove me there.
Oh, he drove you there.
Yeah.
Did he know what you bought?
No.
What did he think he was driving you there for?
I think originally he dropped me off at Publix, and I think he did ask me why, and I said I just wanted to go there. And the dollar store is right by Publix.
Okay, so he dropped you off at Publix, and then you walked to the dollar store and bought that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was around 2 or 3 o'clock?
Sometime in the afternoon, yeah.
On Sunday, that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. And so after you walk from Publix to the dollar store, does he pick you back up?
Yeah.
And where do you guys go from there?
I don't exactly remember. I think he probably went and took me over to... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So he went over to Barnes & Noble. And, yeah, okay. And then he I guess he went to sleep in the car for most of the time. I was outside walking around and pacing, being really aggravated. And I just started like, just thinking about just bad stuff like that and just...
When you went to the dollar store initially to buy the knife, is that what you were thinking about?
Well, that's why I bought the knife, yeah.
To kill your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. When did the idea first come in your head?
The day before, I think it was it was the same day.
Same day?
It was the same day when I was working. I was holding a sign for my job, and that's when the idea kind of happened.
Your job at Firehouse?
Yeah.
Okay. And the idea that came into your head, what was the idea?
That I, oh, it was really just a lot of selfishness, and misunderstanding like things. Like in all honesty, I was tired of kind of being like woken up early in the mornings and kind of being stressed out, and I thought I'm gonna be honest, I thought things like, if I kill him, I'll just be able to like take his car and I won't, I know that obviously it's not gonna work, but take his car and just like be able to sleep, and my life will be better, I'll be free and I won't have to deal with this anymore and stupid shit like that,
Mhm. Yeah, everything was blowing up and you just didn't want him to be around anymore.
I really just wanted the stress to stop. I didn't know what to do. I tried everything I knew how to do, and this was the only thing I didn't try. So I thought it was my only option. I didn't realize what I was doing.
Okay. So after you guys go to 1400 West Glades and he's hanging out there and you're walking around, what do you guys do after that?
Well, it was late, so I came back to the car. It was like 8 o'clock, and then we usually drive to the beach to that garage to go to sleep. So we pretty much made it there about like 8 or 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And I think it was like sometime after that he went to sleep, and I waited like most of the night.
You went to, so we were talking about before the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So when you guys got to the parking garage, is that soon after that when you went to the 7-Eleven the first time?
Well, when we got to the parking garage, I waited a little bit, and then I got some coffee to stay up.
Mhm.
And I met some homeless dude, so I bought him a Black and Mild.
Right, you met him right outside the 7-Eleven there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you bought the coffee, you went out, and then you came back in for the cigarette?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you left the 7-Eleven, did you go back to the parking garage, or did you go somewhere else?
Well, I talked to the homeless guy for like a really long time, and then I went back to the parking garage.
Did you know that homeless guy?
I had seen him like once or twice. I didn't really know him that well.
Do you know his name or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. So then you go back to the parking garage. Do you do anything in between the next time you go back to the 7-Eleven?
Other than talking to the homeless guy, no.
Okay, so you go back to the parking garage a little bit. Do you sleep at all, or you stay up?
No, I stayed up the whole night.
Were you playing video games or watching the anime?
Yeah,
or?
I watched a little bit of anime, listened to some like music that was putting aggressive thoughts in my head because I just felt like I was going to do what I was going to do. So.
Mm-hmm. So you're kind of preparing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you go back to the 7-Eleven. I think that's a little before 1 in the morning, right? Does that sound right?
I mean, I'm not sure, but...
Is the middle of the night, would you say?
I don't... Like, I remember just being there, like, once or twice, but, like, just to get, like, a Black and Mild and some coffee. I might have got in there again to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the time I'm talking
okay,
about.
that's probably what it was, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so after you use the bathroom and you go back to the car, then what happens?
By that time, actually, I did, about 1 a.m., I went over to the beach and actually tried to dig a hole that I was going to put his body in.
Okay. Where was that
at? It was right out on the beach by some grass. There's like a huge hole I dug. And
On Palmetto? Like right there?
Yeah.
You know how the big pavilion's on Palmetto?
Yeah, if you go downstairs, and then like when you're going downstairs, if you take a right, it's like all the way kind of down. There's like this big hole that's dug.
Okay, so you know how when you go down underneath like the pier, there's that place where some of the homeless guys hang out?
Yeah.
So it's not on that side,
No,
it's on
not
the other side?
yeah.
Okay. So on the right, about how many feet would you say, like how long did you have to go before the hole's there?
Probably like 1 foot. Like I can dig that well. You know, I was only using my hands.
Okay, you were using your hands, you didn't have a shovel or anything?
No.
Okay, and was it within view of people, the hole?
Well, it was pitch, dark outside, so I don't think anyone really saw it. But like by morning, I'm sure they would have seen it. Yeah.
Okay, so you went over there to dig the hole after you went to the bathroom at 7-Eleven?
I guess that's when it was.
Okay. How long do you think you're out there trying to dig the hole?
At least maybe 20 minutes. About 20, 30 minutes maybe.
If you had to show like how big with your hands, how big a hole do you think it was?
I think it was like, I tried to
You tried to make it like a body size?
Yeah, I tried to.
Okay. Did you give up, or did you think that he was going to fit in the hole that you dug?
I was going to try to see if he would, but I don't think it was big enough even.
Now that you're thinking back on it?
No, even when I was making it,
when you were making
there's no way
it?
he's going to fit in here, it's not going to happen.
Did you have a backup plan since it didn't seem like he was going to fit in there?
No, like, other than that, just...
Okay. So how much time do you think you spent out there digging?
Like, like maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. So after that, where do you go once you give up on digging the hole?
I think I just went straight to him.
Straight?
I went to the car. I waited a little bit because my arms were hurting from digging the hole. And I just waited like 20, 30 minutes or something. Probably not even 30 minutes, but like 10, 20 minutes. And then I just was like, you know what, it's time, basically. And I went up and I just kind of did it.
Okay. So there's some video surveillance up there, a little bit of it that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you were wearing?
A black shirt, black pants.
I was gonna ask, did you have shoes on?
No.
No shoes?
No shoes.
Okay. And when you walked up to him, when you first walked up to him, was it slow or fast or?
I think it kind of moved like, not like slow, but kind of creeped up on him, I guess.
Mhm. And where was the knife at this point?
In my hand.
Which hand was it in?
My right hand.
Your right hand?
No.
Okay. And did you have anything else with you besides a knife?
I had the trash bags, but I don't think I carried them over to him.
Where did you put them?
I put them like right by a pillar behind him.
Okay. And what did the knife look like?
It was like kind of like that, like had a point at the end.
Was it silver, black?
I would say it was like silverish.
Okay, what about the handle?
The handle was probably black.
And about how big was it?
Just like, I don't know, like that to fit in your hand, like kind of.
Oh, but the knife total, like how big was the knife?
Maybe kind of like.
Like a butcher knife?
Maybe that's what it was.
So you know how knife sets come? There's one of the bigger ones.
It wasn't like a huge.
Like it wasn't
knife,
like a little steak knife, right?
No, it wasn't a little steak
okay.
knife. Yeah.
So you have the knife in your right hand, and when he's sleeping, is he on his back, on his side?
I think he was on his back.
On his back?
I think
so
he was.
facing up?
I believe so. I pulled the covers off pretty fast, so I don't really exactly remember. He might have been on his side.
Okay. Do you remember where you hit him with the knife first?
Right in his neck.
In his neck? Do you remember which side?
So it must have been this side. I think I got him here.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
And he was sleeping when you first stabbed him there?
When I first stabbed him, yeah, he was sleeping.
Okay. And did he wake up immediately when
yeah,
that happened?
Yes, he did.
Did he say anything to you immediately?
He told me to stop.
Okay. Did he say anything else?
I don't think so. I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Okay. Was there a lot of blood?
Yes.
Okay. What happened after you stabbed him the first time?
He jumped up and was screaming.
So he stood up?
Well, yeah, he jumped up really fast and like started trying to fight me off, and he was telling me, Jared, stop. And I said no.
Okay. So he was standing up. Was he still back by that wall where he was sleeping, or did he come forward?
He kind of like, where he was sleeping right here, he kind of jumped up and kind of moved like over here until like.
Towards the corner where that, there's a door there for the stairwell, right?
Oh,
Do you remember?
I don't know anything like about that, but
Okay.
he didn't really go very far. He just went like kind of like over here like that,
Like away from you?
No, he actually was moving towards me, like trying to fight me off or something. So that
So when you stabbed him the first time, were you standing or were you crouched next to him?
I was probably like kind of crouched or something. I mean, not like on like not totally crouched, but just like kind of like lean down or something.
Okay. And did you just stab him the one time and then get back up, or did you hit him a couple
I think
times?
I hit him a couple times.
Do you know, if you had to guess, how many times would you think that you hit him?
I don't know exactly, but I would say several. So I mean, maybe like I couldn't even count. At least 4 or 5.
4 or 5 times
Yeah.
stabbed him? And were those all in the neck area, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And so he stands up, tells you to stop, and you tell him no. And then what happens now that you're both standing?
I for some reason I can't exactly remember this part, but at some point we both ended up on the ground, and I was on top of him choking him.
Where's the knife at this point?
Well, it was right by where he was sleeping at.
So it got dropped?
No, actually the knife broke.
Oh, it broke?
Yeah, and so the pieces just fell over.
Okay. So when that first time when you stabbed him a couple times, where did the other stabs come? If the knife broke?
I actually stabbed him a couple times with the broken knife.
With the broken knife?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
like a little piece left, but I kept stabbing him.
Okay. So I'm just going to go back a little bit so that I have my time frame right. So you're both standing up, and the knife had been dropped at that point over where he was. It had broken.
I don't know when it exactly broke. Like I must have hit him like maybe 2 or 3 times before it actually broke, and then the piece just went flying.
Which piece went flying?
The blade part broke
Okay.
off and went flying.
Okay. And you still had the handle in your hand?
Yeah, and the handle had still a sharp piece, and I hit him with that too.
Okay, so you hit him so when you guys are standing up, are you still hitting him with the handle?
Yeah,
or
a little bit. And
where did you think you hit him with the handle?
probably in the neck.
In the neck?
Yeah.
The same side or the other side?
Maybe the same side.
Okay. And you said you guys end up on the floor?
Yeah.
And at what point does that happen?
Towards the end of it, I mean, like just right after he jumped up and started fighting me off. I don't know. I guess, I think I tried to make him stop screaming, so I might have tried to choke him or something, but then he, I guess eventually he just fell down and.
So when you're saying you tried to choke him, he was still standing up?
Yeah, a little bit, I mean, I think so. He was. I don't know if I wrestled him to the ground or if he just fell, but eventually, yeah,
Okay. So eventually he ends up on the ground and you end up on top of him?
Yeah.
And what do you have in your hands at that point?
I dropped the knife, so I let it go, and then I just had the nitrile gloves, and I just started choking him.
Okay. So you had the gloves on when you went up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So initially you had the handle in your hand still, but you dropped that?
I threw it.
You threw it and you
Yeah.
started choking him?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
I just kept telling him to go to sleep, and I said I don't remember everything I said. I just remember saying that he was very cruel to me, and I think I remember I said I didn't want to do this to him, and that I said he was very cruel to me, and I probably said a couple other things, but I don't remember. But that was really it until he passed away.
At what point do you grab the broken blade up again and start stabbing him
I
again?
didn't pick it back up. He was already gone.
Oh, I think I got a little bit confused on my time frame, so I just want to
Okay.
make sure I verify. So after you stab him the first couple times when he's sleeping, he stands up, right?
I believe,
Is
yeah.
that when the knife broke, or did it break later on?
It broke some time from when he stand up, so I
Okay.
must have stabbed him with the actual knife maybe 2 or 3 times before it finally just broke and snapped.
Okay. And
Then I hit him a couple more times with the handle. Then I threw the handle, I guess, at some point.
okay. And at what point is it that you pick the broken knife and stab him with the broken
I
blade?
never picked the broken anything back up. I left it there.
Oh, I thought you said that you picked the blade back up and stabbed him with the
I
blade a
never
couple
said that.
times.
I had the handle and I.
So the handle is what you're saying. You were still stabbing. him
Yeah, I
with
just
the-
used the handle a couple more times and then I got rid of it.
Okay. So when you see you said you saw him. You saw that he was deceased. That he died. What do you do then?
I got up off of him and I felt like I tried to use the trash bag, but then I saw across in the apartment that there was a light on and I didn't know if I was being watched or something, so I got really scared and I just said, "Oh, I can't be here," or something like that. And then I got in the car and just I took his keys and I got in the car and just took off immediately. And then I just started heading north, and then that's when the Delray police stopped me and saw the blood all over me.
When you say you tried to use the trash bag, what did you try to use the trash bag to do?
I was gonna try to put him in the trash bag and carry his body to the hole and try to bury it.
Did you get any part of his body in the trash bag?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't remember if I even got it over him before I just
got scared.
Well, because I might have just said forget that and just
So then you left, got in the car. You said you got his keys. Where did you get his keys from?
out of his pocket.
Do you remember which pocket it was in?
I think it was his right pocket, but I'm not totally sure.
His right pants pocket?
I think so.
Okay. Did he normally sleep with his keys in his pockets?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he have any other belongings out there that you took with you?
Did he have any belongings?
Yeah, like was his wallet laying with him?
His
or?
cell phone was there, and he had 2 blankets and a mat.
Okay. So his cell phone was out with him. Did you take that too?
I came back at I don't know if it was 5 or 6 in the morning and got the phone too, yeah.
Okay, so you came back another time.
Yeah.
Where was the phone at when you grabbed it?
I think it was under his blanket near his bed, near the mat.
Okay. So you grabbed that too. Why'd you come back and get the phone? What did you think what were you planning on doing?
I didn't really, it wasn't really about the phone. I really wanted to, I thought he had his wallet there.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to get the wallet and have money.
Mhm.
But his phone was there too, or his phone was there instead of his wallet, so I got that just to get it out the way. And
did you ever find his wallet?
yeah, I knew where. I found it later
Where was it at?
in his car,
Okay. Where in the car?
in his glove box.
Okay. What did you end up doing with the phone?
I probably just threw it in the glove box or something.
Okay. And it's just there, so it should still be in the car right now?
Yeah, the phone would be in the car. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of phone is it?
He's got. I don't know what type of phone he had.
Do you know what,
Service?
or his phone, yeah, his service and his phone number? Do you know
Yeah,
that?
I think he had T-Mobile like me, and his phone number is 561 504 9972.
Okay. So we can try to make sure we know which one's his and which one's yours. So you came back again, what time you said? Around 4 or 5 in the morning?
It was probably 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Was it light out?
It was starting to get light.
Okay. And how much time did you spend there when you came back?
I only ran up there for a second to grab his stuff and I left.
Okay. Were you in the car at that time?
I parked the car
Where'd you park it at?
right at the entrance to the garage.
Okay. Was that where it was parked the previous night? Where you had been sleeping
No,
in?
the night it's a little more down, but this time I just parked it really fast in the front and then just ran down.
Oh, so you know how the garage has that ramp to go and
Yeah.
you end up on like the first floor instead of that underground floor? Is that where you're talking about?
No. I'm talking about like the immediate entrance to the garage. There's parking spaces, and I pulled in right there, and then
Okay.
ran up there.
Okay, so there's like a long,
Yeah.
distance before the ramp, and that's where you
Yeah,
parked,
a little
like,
bit
right
of
there.
distance. Yeah.
Okay. And the night before you were parked like a little bit further into the garage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went up there, you just saw really quick. Did you do anything to him or anything else while you were up there?
I just grabbed his phone and I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this. I'm sorry."
And what did you think when he was laying there? Did you think somebody was going to find him, or
Well, I knew eventually someone was gonna find him. Yeah.
did you think we were going to know who he was?
At the time, I didn't know he could, I didn't know he was going to be identified, but, I understood later that was completely idiotic, so, I don't know, like, there's obviously a lot of bad thoughts going through my head, so I didn't, think straight.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
So the marks that you've got, like, on your hands and on your legs and stuff that we took pictures of last night, was that from the altercation with your dad?
Yes, but I don't remember how these happened at all. Like, I don't know if this is the knife got me or because I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything that's going on with me.
Your adrenaline was probably going pretty fast, right?
I mean, I didn't notice it if it was. I
Okay.
didn't feel like
You
an
weren't
extra.
shaky or anything
No, I
afterwards?
wasn't. Like, well, afterwards, yeah, but like
During?
during, I was just really aggressive, I guess, and
Okay. So you know how we talked for a while last night? So the fight that you said you got into last night and stuff like that, that never happened, right? That other
Right.
fight with the blackmail?
yeah, that never happened.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Mhm.
So I just want to verify a couple other things with you because I saw your dad. I was out there, okay? He had a lot of stab wounds, okay? A lot more than you're kind of telling me right now with, you hit him the first time 4 or 5 times, you said, right?
I said like 2 or 3. I mean, this really happened really fast, so I might not be giving exact, like the correct, details, like because I don't like it really happened fast, like. Yeah, but like I said, after I hit him with the original blade after it broke, I still continued to stab him with the little piece that was left.
What was that? Okay.
It was on the handle.
Do you remember where, because you came back and you looked at him a couple times, right?
Well, no, I came back only once to grab his phone, and then I, said,
And then with the garbage bag, you came back and you tried to take
No, that was after the.
That was right after it happened.
Yeah, right after it happened.
So did you look at him though? Did you see where his injuries were?
I saw. I didn't really look at him when I was walking near him. I didn't look at him, but I saw when I was choking him that all the gashes on his neck and everything.
Did you see any anywhere else?
Not particularly. I didn't see them if they were there.
What about any to his arms?
I don't remember even hitting his arms, but if it happened, I might not recall that. But
Right.
it might have
Was
happened.
he trying to put his arms up to protect himself at all?
He was trying to fight me off, so his arms were up. Yeah, he might have
Okay.
got cut. I don't know.
What about to his head?
I don't think, and I don't know, like his head. I don't remember hitting him in the head directly, but it may have happened.
Okay. So I just want to go back over and I want to kind of repeat and go over what you told me. And what I want you to do is if I say something wrong or I misunderstood you, please correct me, okay? Because I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page and that I'm understanding what you told me properly, okay? So don't be afraid to correct me if I say something and you're like, no, that's not the way it happened, okay? So on Sunday, did you work Sunday or not?
Yep.
So you worked at Firehouse on Sunday, out in West Boca, right?
I don't think it's all the way in West Boca. It's like Powerline and Palmetto. I don't know if that's West Boca.
Okay, so, but pretty far west compared to the beach, right?
Yeah.
So you're at Firehouse. What time does your shift get up on
3
Sunday?
p.m.
3 p.m. And does Dad pick you up from work?
Oh, actually, I left that time at 2 p.m. and
Okay.
yeah, he did.
So Dad picks you up from work in the white Ford Explorer that
Yeah.
you were stopped in Delray and that you were stopped in here in Boca, the one that we have here at the police department.
Yep.
Okay. So Dad picks you up from work and then you guys go, you ask him to take you to Publix?
Yeah, I think that's when I asked him, yeah.
Okay, so then you go to Publix and he drops you off at Publix?
Yes, I think, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. And do you say, I'm going to call you when I'm done and ready to
Yeah.
be picked up?
Yep.
Okay. So you tell Dad you're going to call him when you're ready.
hmm
And do you go into Publix at all?
I think I did go in there for like a second to, to like cash some money, like some change into dollar bills.
Okay. So do you use the register, or do you use like one of the machines that they have in there?
Their machine was out of service, so I asked one of the people who were running the register to help me do it.
Okay. So you use somebody at the register, you get some change, and then you go straight from there to the dollar store?
I think so, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think I just walked over to the dollar store.
Okay.
And then, before I did that, I tried to change my mind and said I was being stupid, and then for some reason I was like, well, let me go just get this stuff in case feel like I need to do this. And
What'd you do to try to change your mind?
well, I told myself, that this is not right. This is not the right way. You just but it felt to me like the alternative was putting up with a lot of crap, and like stress, and like for me, what would be like kind of like suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard to decide that, to just to just deal with things. But I told myself, maybe I just need to work hard and do the right thing, and just move out when when the time comes, and then I can buy all my own stuff. I don't have to do anything to him and take his stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't know, just something for whatever reason, I ended up going back in there and just deciding to buy the stuff anyway, and I just put it in the car.
Do you have your own bank account?
I believe I have a bank account, but it's not my own like that or something.
It's like one that you have through your dad or something?
Yeah. He gets he was getting money for me, and it was a bank account that I don't think I had access to, but he could access. I don't know if I had access.
Do you know what bank he was using?
I don't. It was either Chase or TD Bank. I'm not sure which one.
Okay. So you kind of have an internal argument with yourself about whether you're going to buy the stuff or not?
It wasn't really much of an argument. I mean, there was just this, this part of me that was telling me, no, you need to just do things the right way. This is wrong, and then there was another part of me that was like, nah, just buy the stuff anyway in case maybe you need to do this, in case, you get brought to a point where you feel like this is what you need to do.
Right. So you brought this stuff knowing I might have to kill my dad.
I think after I bought it, I pretty much had the full intention to do it.
Okay. So once you buy the stuff and you say, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill my dad, do you say I'm going to do it tonight? Or?
Well, when I was over at my job holding the sign, I said I could do it, I could just do it tonight and then this will all be over with. And I would be, have a better life, I thought, for some reason.
I thought you'd already left your job.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean,
Oh, so
I'm
before
just
you bought
going
the
back
stuff.
to
Okay.
when I was there.
I get what you're
yeah.
saying,
So,
I get it.
and then, what was your question again? We came over to
Right, so you go into the
dollar
store and your intent in buying the gloves and the knife and the
Yeah.
trash bags was that you felt like you needed to kill your dad.
Yeah, I was just gonna keep it, and then it came to a point where, I guess I had decided it. I remember when he drove over to the Barnes & Noble parking lot and parked his car, and he was sleeping, and I was walking around aggravated. That's when the full intention came over me.
Did you think about doing it there?
No, I wasn't gonna kill him there. I was
Yeah.
gonna wait till we got to the beach because I thought, well, nobody's gonna be around at night. It's cold, I might have.
You didn't want anybody to see you.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I thought I was gonna be able to get away with it or something stupid. I don't know.
Okay. So after you buy the stuff from the dollar store there by Chipotle,
Mm-hmm.
Do you call your dad and say, hey, I'm ready to be picked up?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, is that, I don't want to put words in your
No,
mouth.
no,
so-
I mean, I think, yeah, pretty much, like, I
Okay.
think I called him.
Okay. So, Dad comes and picks you up.
Well, he just drives over and parks his car, and he goes to Chipotle to eat, and I go in
okay.
the car, and I put the bag with all the stuff in it, in the car.
Did he ask what was in it?
No, he never asked about the bag. He usually doesn't pay attention too much about what I'm doing, he didn't say
Okay.
anything about it, so.
Okay. Did he give you a hard time about anything?
At that point, no, not really. He just, I don't know, he just, no, he didn't really say anything to me that was, aggravating.
Not on that particular occasion.
Not that time.
Okay. So he's eating his Chipotle. He went into Chipotle and got food.
Yeah,
He's eating in the car.
No, he's eating at the restaurant.
Oh, inside, and you're in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he's done eating, he comes back out.
Yeah.
Okay. And he comes back out, gets in the car, and is he driving?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you guys go? You go directly over to
Yeah, I think we went to-
1400 West Glades?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, there's the parking space over by Shake Shack he was at.
Okay. Do you know like north, south, east, and west? Do you know your directions?
Yeah.
So you know how Shake Shack is on the south side of Glades Road?
Yeah.
So which side of Shake Shack were you guys parked on?
Alright, so like this is Glades, right? And this
Yep.
is Shake Shack.
Yep.
We were parked like right there. So it was just like, there's that road that turns
Yep.
in. It was like kind of right next
So
to it.
that'd be the west side.
Okay, yeah, the west side.
Yeah. So you guys are parked on that side of Shake Shack, and are you guys both in the car?
No, he was in the car and I was outside walking around.
Okay. Where'd you walk to?
I walked to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay. Did you get anything there? Did you go inside?
No, I didn't really go inside, maybe once to use the bathroom or something, but I know there's like ashtrays all over,
Yeah.
and I just, I picked the cigarettes out the ashtray and smoked them.
Okay. And then so you're just kind of walking and smoking. How long do you think you were walking and smoking for?
Well, I wasn't really walking, smoking. I sat down and I was having the cigarette.
Oh, okay.
I had a couple of them, and then I started walking around like, then I walked back to the car. I saw that he was sleeping, so I was like, even in my head I said like, oh, I'm gonna kill him tonight, so let him have his rest. So then I walked off and I just, I was sitting there and just, I don't know, I think I was talking to myself like crazy. Then I went back to, like, kind of over towards, like, the road, and I started pacing back and forth, talking to myself, telling myself, like, I can do this or something, some stupid shit.
Kind of psyching yourself up for it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, just like trying to tell myself, oh, I can get away with it if I do this, it's possible, it's just stupid shit.
You were trying to plan it in your head, how you would do it?
Yeah.
So at that point when you're walking around, what was your initial plan?
Well, I realized that, based on, the circumstances, that it wasn't likely that I was really going to get away with it, but I thought, like, maybe I could, like, try to make it happen. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Like, it was like, try to, like, do it the best I could. I don't know, something stupid. But I was basically thinking, okay, I could try to bury him, and if I don't leave a body, then, it's not a murder, it's, a missing person. And, they might not find him, or like.
Does he have any family who would even report him missing?
I'm sure somebody would have, yeah. Okay. But at the time, I didn't think about it like that.
Okay. So all these thoughts are going through your head when you're over by Shake Shack and he's sleeping in the car?
Yeah, I'm like, the road, there's like a sidewalk right next to him, like pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
You can see the car from where you're at?
I could have seen it if I looked at it, I guess. But
Okay.
I was still kind of over to the side, like the car was over here, was kind of over
Okay.
here.
So how long do you think that lasted for with that he was sleeping in the car at Shake Shack?
He probably slept at least 3-4 hours.
And that was at like what time of day?
It was the evening.
Was it light out still or was it dark out?
It was like when I saw him sleeping, I think it was just starting to get dark, and then by the time I was pacing it over on the sidewalk, it was completely dark.
Okay. And so at what point do you go back to the car?
Probably around 8 o'clock.
And is he awake at that point or is he still sleeping?
I think he was awake. I think I saw that he was awake.
And do you just get back in the car, or?
Well, he saw me coming to the car, so
Okay.
he got up and went to the driver's seat to let me in.
Oh, he was sleeping in the passenger side?
No, he was, the back is where the back of the
Oh, there's like
car
a
is a bed, yeah.
okay,
and he was laying down in the bed.
Okay.
And he got back up to let me in. And got in. And we drove to the beach.
Okay. And he parked on, which level did you say he parked on again?
The first level.
The one that's like on the very ground, or the
Yeah, the
one
very
above?
ground.
The very ground,
Yeah.
okay. So he parks on that level, and you stay in the car, and he takes his stuff and goes up there?
Well, he first goes to that little corridor place because it was cold.
Which corridor place is that you're talking about?
Okay, it's like, so it's like when you go into the garage, it's like over here, there's like a little door, or like just a door, you open it, and there's like a snack machine, a couple snack machines, I guess there's even a camera there too.
Okay.
And then he lays in there,
Okay, so it's like inside the building, kind of?
It's just like a small room, like,
Okay.
I guess there's an elevator in there, and that goes
Okay.
into the building, I'm not sure.
Okay, so he laid in there for a little bit?
Yeah.
What happened? Did he get kicked out, or?
No, I went over to, I saw him lay in there, and I went over to him. I'm trying to think of why I did that. Well, I came over there and kind of like bothered him because like there was a time where he slept there and he kind of like made me mad and upset because he left out that room. Like he said he was just gonna go he just wanted to use the bathroom, but he like walked up on the car and was like looking in to see what I was doing, and it just upset me because I was trying to relax and go to work.
He was trying to spy on you.
Well, I don't know if that's what you call it. I mean, he was looking in the car like kind of. It was kind of creepy to me, it really upset me, and I told him he can't do that. And he said he was just going to use the bathroom, and he walked over to the grass and used the bathroom.
But that didn't happen that night, that was just previous nights he had done that?
Yeah, that was a different time,
Okay.
but this time, so I guess I went over to the door and told him, like, okay, well, if you're going to sleep here, you can't, be, getting up and, going to the bathroom and making me upset, And he said, yeah, fine, just leave me alone or whatever, okay, and then I left, and then I sent him a text, at some point and said, oh well, you can't wake me up tomorrow because I need rest, like I only have 2 days of rest before work. You can't wake me up tomorrow. So then he called me and he's like, what do you mean I can't wake you up tomorrow? Like I need to go to work. I can't have you in my car. And I told him, you think, don't you realize that's unacceptable? And, he said, we don't have a choice. This is what we have to do. And then it started getting to an argument about, oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Are you alright?
Yeah. Started getting, let me try to remember.
It's okay.
So.
You were upset because he wanted to wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like, I didn't want to get up, like, or like, I didn't want him to wake me up or anything, and he said, okay, yeah, and then we got to the point where he was saying, like, that, he needs to go to work and stuff, and he said, for me, well, why don't you just sleep outside? And then, yeah, when I left the door, he like locked the door and he locked himself inside, and I was
inside that corridor.
Inside the corridor, yeah. And I was, I was planning to do that, what I did that night. So I was like, oh, there's no way I can do it. He kind of like protected himself. But then when he called me, he was talking about like, he was talking about like, okay, well, if you don't want to get woken up, just sleep outside. You can take the blankets. I said, no, I can't do that, I said, it's too cold, I can't do it, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, I don't know how it got to this point really, but for some reason he said, would it make you happy if I slept outside? And I just said, yeah, because I wanted to hurt him. And then when he left and went upstairs, and I thought, that was maybe a sign that I was supposed to do it after all.
Was that before or after you had gone to 7-Eleven, that whole argument that you guys got into?
That should have been before.
Before you went the first time?
Yeah,
so that was kind of like right when you guys first got there?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So you guys get into he locks himself in, and then you guys have the argument is on the phone, over the phone?
Yeah, the argument was over the phone, yeah.
Okay, and then you see him, he comes out of the corridor and then goes up and lays upstairs where you eventually found him.
Well, I mean, I walked up there to see he was there, and I saw he was there by himself, and...
When was that?
That was pretty much right after he went up there. I followed him up there to see.
So he was still awake at that time?
About that time, yeah, he was still awake.
Okay,
he was just laying down, you know.
Did he say anything to you? Did he see you?
I don't think he saw me. I mean, if he did, he didn't say anything.
Okay. So you see that he's there, you come back down, and then do you do anything before you go to the 7-Eleven?
I don't remember. I might have just hung out on my phone for a little while.
Okay.
Before, and then I think it wasn't too long afterward that I walked over there.
So you walk over to the 7-Eleven, you get yourself a coffee so you can stay up.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out, you some talk with the homeless guy there.
Mm-hmm.
You buy him a cigarette,
mm-hmm.
and then you talk with him for a while more,
mm-hmm.
and then you go straight back to the parking garage. Oh wait, you went to the beach at some point, right?
Well, yeah, that was like at 1 in the morning, but
So
after I talked to him, like, there was a point where he had me go back in the store and buy him another Black & Mild.
Okay.
So, and then I guess I went and used the bathroom or something, but yeah,
Okay, so then you do that, then
Oh yeah, and then after I talked to him, I went back to the car, looked at what time it was, and by 1 a.m. I went to the beach, yeah.
Did you use the bathroom at the 7-Eleven first before you went?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the car after talking to the homeless guy, you see it's about 1 a.m.,
Yeah.
you go use the bathroom at 7-Eleven, and that's when you go to the beach to try to dig the hole?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're out there for about a half hour, you think?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not even a half hour, but something like that.
Okay, and then at that point when you realize the hole's not going to work, do you walk back to the parking garage, or do you go anywhere else?
I walked back to the parking garage, I believe.
So when you get back to the parking garage, that's when you decide that's it, you're going to do it tonight?
Well, I already decided I was going to do it that night, but that was about the time I was going to do it, yeah.
Okay. And so do you put the gloves on when you're in the car?
I don't think so. I think I waited until, like, it was about the time I decided to do it, and then I put them on.
Okay. And why didn't you put any shoes on?
Because I didn't want to make any sound while I was walking up to him.
Okay. And so you were wearing that black t-shirt and that black pants that you were stopped in by Del Rey when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Where are those now?
In the garbage.
What garbage?
Over by Office Depot and Del Rey, I threw them in the trash. In a trash bag.
Del Rey. So you put them in a trash bag and then you threw them in the trash?
Yeah, there's a trash can.
Office Depot and Del Rey, what roads is that off of, do you know?
I have no idea, but if you find it, there's probably a video of me walking up to the trash can.
Okay.
Because I saw myself on camera there.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had like a camera, like, you know,
I'm
surveillance.
surprised you didn't get scared off.
No, it didn't scare me. I just, I already knew, what I did. It's like if I, wasn't really, I guess I really wasn't trying to get away with anything. Just I realized it was,
What all did you throw out? What all was in the trash bag?
The sheet that had blood on it.
What sheet?
There was like a bed sheet for
That
the car.
Oh, in the car, or that he was sleeping with?
No, not that he was sleeping with. In the car. It had blood on it from my clothing. And then all the clothing I had blood on. And I think the gloves too were in there, and I threw those out.
Okay. So both your t-shirt and your pants you threw out with the gloves and then the sheet from the car all in the same garbage bag?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was at Office Depot in Del Rey. That was after the traffic stop.
Yeah, like the Office Depot to where they pulled me over was like really close. So like all I did was kind of put it in there. So
okay, close by. So close by right after the traffic stop. Okay. So once you go up there and you get into the altercation with your dad, so he's sleeping, you have the gloves on and you have your black shirt and your pants on, and then you go up and you see he's sleeping, you think maybe he was on his back, but you're not sure?
I'm not exactly sure. He could have been on his side. I'm not very sure.
Okay. And then so you ended up stabbing him right here in the side of the neck a couple times at first?
He was, I think it was this side.
Okay. Okay. And then he gets up, he's standing and you guys get into a fight while he's standing, the knife gets broken at some point, and then you guys end up on the ground at some point and you're choking him, right? Okay. And eventually you see that, how did you know that he was dead?
I saw the life leave his eyes.
Okay. Did you see him breathing at all?
It's not like he was breathing, but like his body was like reacting like it was like trying to have air or something, and I thought maybe he was still alive, so I kept like forcing his windpipe down. And but then I realized like when I took my hands off, it was just his body like doing something that he was dead, and like I took my hands off and like a huge amount of air like sucked into him, and then I got off of him.
Okay. And then you run down to, you said you had left the garbage bags by a pillar?
Yeah.
You went and you tried to grab the garbage bag and tried to go back up there, but you saw somebody had a light on in the apartment and you got scared?
I mean, I didn't have to really go up, but yeah, I just walked over towards him with the trash bag, and then I saw that, yeah, and I got scared, so I ran down.
Okay, and then you get in the car and you leave?
Yeah.
The white Ford? And did you go anywhere right afterwards?
I just, no, not really specifically, I just went north.
Which road did you take?
I went like, I don't know, like, cause eventually it was, I don't know if I went north on Dixie, like, I guess I got confused about the roads. I think I was on there's like a Palmetto, and then you take it somewhere, and I don't remember which road I turned left to go north on, but one of them, I was on Federal when the police stopped me. I mean,
do you remember the road that you took when you first left? Was it the one directly that you leave the parking garage out of?
Yeah, the Palmetto, so then you take, like, from the parking garage, coming out north here, you go left to the Palmetto Park Road, and you take that all the way down.
Okay. And at some point you go north.
Yeah.
And you don't remember which road you were going north on?
It was either 2nd Avenue or Dixie.
Okay. And you take that the whole way? So do you remember where...
Well, no, I took it to a certain point, and then the light, like, for some reason wasn't changing, so I thought, like, maybe somebody was gonna, like, was trying to set me up or something, like, they're gonna have the light stay red so they could pull up, so I just eventually started, just, like, kind of swerved around and turned right. And then I was on Federal, and then I started going north on there.
Okay. And at what point do the police get behind you?
I believe I was on Federal when they did that, and they just I saw him pass me by. I don't remember what I thought, but I wasn't really like scared. But then he pulled behind me, and the lights went on. I was like, oh, it's over. Like, he knows what he's gonna see me covered in blood. He's gonna know what I did. Blah blah blah, you know. And he walked up to the window, you know. I just said I had a nosebleed. And
did you think he was gonna believe you?
I didn't really know if he was gonna believe me or not. I don't know if he did or didn't. But if he did, or if he didn't believe me, he didn't show it. He just acted like he did believe me. And then his other officer pulled up, and he had the flashlight, and then he started like looking at me, and he said, "Oh, you know, there's too much blood on you. That's not from a nosebleed. I mean, you know, this is not a nosebleed." And he was very suspicious. So eventually they had me come out the car because they wanted, you know, like, we're gonna call, you know, medics and get you checked out because that's not from a nosebleed, you know.
Right.
But eventually he's just like, you know, this is obviously not a nosebleed. So what happened? Tell us what happened. You know. Then I made up the story about getting in a fight and getting beat up and all that.
Okay. And did they believe you with that story, or?
Well, they didn't really show like whether they believed me or not. They just had me checked out, got the blood cleaned off, but they did let me go. They didn't it didn't seem like they you know, if they suspected me of something else, like, you know, obviously the one guy was really suspicious, but they didn't really show like before they left. Like,
right.
They just like kind of got the thing over with and just.
And did they give you a ticket?
Yeah, I believe they did.
Okay. And so you left and you went straight from there to that area near the Office Depot?
Yeah, he told me to pull into Office Depot, and I did, and I parked the car.
And where did you, like, change your clothes? Where were you at? Did you do that inside the car?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. So you get out of those clothes, you put a new set of clothes on? Was the clothes that we stopped you in yesterday, was that the same clothes that you had put on from the previous night?
No.
Okay. So you get out of the clothes that have the blood on them, you put the shirt, the pants, the gloves, and the sheet all in a garbage bag. Is it a black garbage bag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you throw it in, is it like a trash can or a dumpster?
It was like a trash can.
Okay. And like a normal one you'd see at like your house or something?
I don't know about that. I mean, it's like a normal one you see at like maybe a store. It was like
Okay.
you know, it was kind of like around, like it had like a little, like it had like a lid kind of thing where, you know, there was a hole in the lid so you could
Uh-huh.
put stuff over, but it was kind of like guarded by this thing. So I just lifted up the whole thing and put it in there and put it back down.
Okay. And so once you did that and you had your clothes changed, where'd you go?
I went back to the car for a little while, and I was, you know, thinking about, you know, everything. I you know, was, you know, I could really, I could feel like what I had done. Like, you know, I could. It was really like horrible, you know, and I was like crying, and there was just some point where I realized, you know, I mean, besides my dad's wallet and cell phone and everything, I'd actually left my jacket over there too, so I realized I had to go back and get all that stuff.
The jacket you have on now?
Not this one, because this I just got from jail, but the one that they took as evidence, that I left it on the table over there, so I didn't want that to be there, you know.
From last night, the one that we took?
Yeah, that's the jacket that was left, so I sped back there to get the jacket, get his phone, and I was going to look for his wallet. At the time I didn't realize where it was. But I got his phone, and I didn't see his wallet anywhere. So I assumed it probably was in the car, and then I went back to the car and left.
Okay. So where was the jacket at?
It was just on a bench table.
Where is that? I don't know what bench you're talking about.
Okay, so when you go into like the entrance, you know, like that big circular area where the pavilion's right here, there's like a little bench over like here.
Oh, by
There's a
the
walkway
beach.
up there. Yeah, at the beach. Yeah.
Okay, so you left your jacket at the beach.
Yeah.
So you went to get your jacket from the beach.
Yeah.
And had you taken it off when you were digging the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get your jacket, and then you go. Do you do that before or after you go back to the parking lot? Or the parking garage? Sorry.
Let's see, which one did I do first? I think I got his phone first, and then I grabbed the jacket.
Okay. And so you grab your jacket. Do you go anywhere to like clean up and wash the blood off at any point in time?
No, I felt like it would be too suspicious for me to walk in covered in blood anywhere, you know, for them to see that. So I never was able to clean it off, so I just drove off, and that was it.
How did you eventually get clean? Because obviously you don't have all that blood on you now.
Yeah, no, that's when the medics, when the
So they wiped all the blood off?
Yeah, they wiped most of it off. After that, I parked by a Walgreens the next morning, and I walked over to a gas station. I went in the bathroom and started cleaning all the blood off me.
Which, where was that at?
That was... Okay, so I think what happened was I left Del Rey. Okay, yeah, I came back to the beach. Then I went straight west all the way down to 441. Then I went south. I don't really know the streets, you know, that well, so I don't know what street it was, but it was like south, kind of like way down there. And then when I saw Walgreens, I pulled in.
That was after you came back for the phone and stuff?
Yeah.
So you went all the way west to 441? Mm-hmm. What road did you take out there?
Palmetto Park Road.
So you took Palmetto all the way to 441, and then you go south to what road, where the Walgreens is at?
Yeah, I don't know what road it was.
Was it right off of 441?
Well, 441, yeah, you turn in there from 441.
Right. Do you remember how long you were driving before you hit it?
Probably not, but I would say maybe 20 minutes, something, I don't know.
Okay. So you get in there, and how do you wash yourself up, just in the sink?
Yeah, in the sink, and I wash my feet in the toilet.
Okay, so feet in the toilet, and then your arms and hands in the sink?
Yeah.
Anything else that you washed off?
My face.
Your face? Okay. And so once you were done there, this is Monday morning, right?
Yeah.
Around what time Monday morning do you think this was at?
Probably like 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
6 or 7 in the morning?
Yeah.
And then where do you go from there?
I went back to the car, and I believe from there I went to bed and fell asleep and woke up.
At the Walgreens?
Well, the car was parked in the Walgreens parking lot.
Okay, so you sleep there in the Walgreens parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you sleep for?
I didn't look at the time, but it was, from 7 o'clock. I mean, I probably woke up like probably late, like 1 or 2 or p.m.
And when you wake up, what do you do?
I went into Walgreens and I bought some cough medicine. I took the cough medicine.
Did you buy with cash or with a credit card?
Yeah, with cash.
Okay.
And then I just watched some anime.
At what time do you do anything before you decide to come back to Boca?
Well, I had to move I didn't really do much. I had to move my car because some, dude parked his truck right by the car, so it was, kind of bothering me because I was trying to watch something and, the car in my face, or the truck's in my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved the car over somewhere else. And I stayed there for a while, but, because I was high on the cough medicine, I was talking to the homeless guy on the phone and, telling him, let's hang out or something. And,
the homeless guy that you met at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
So you had his phone number?
Yeah.
Does he get you drugs or anything like
No.
that?
I only met him that one time. We really talked. He's a good dude. I just I was and then he wasn't he said his phone was messed up, kept lagging and stuff. He couldn't really talk, but he eventually said I guess he kind of said I could come over there. So at some point I was just all right, I'm gonna go over there and find him. So I started driving back to Boca. Or no, north on 441 to Boca. Then I believe I went west, or not west, east on Glaze, all the way to the point of, I think it was Federal, and that's when they stopped me.
That's when they stopped you and arrested you last night.
Yeah.
And then we talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you said you moved your car from Walgreens, where did you move it from when that truck was blocking you?
I don't know where it was. I walked into some store because I had trouble starting the car. I don't remember what store it was.
Okay. And just refresh my memory. When you said you went to the Dollar Tree on Sunday, what time was that at?
Dollar Tree, maybe 3, 4, or 5 p.m.
So late afternoon?
Somewhere in the afternoon.
Because you got off work at around 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you went to the Dollar Tree a little ways after there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what's your dad's first name?
J-A-Y.
Spells the last name same as yours? N-O-I-M-A-N?
Yep.
What's his birthday?
I believe it is 11/5/1960.
Okay. And the car is registered to him, right? The white car that you were stopped in?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's the person that we found in the parking garage by the beach?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have any other family that we can call and contact?
Besides my mom and my brother and sister, not really.
Where's your mom live right now?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Does she still talk to you and him?
Yeah, sometimes.
When's the last time you talked to mom?
Probably maybe a couple days ago.
Okay. What's mom's name?
Deidre.
Can you spell it for me?
Deidre.
And does she still have the same last name, or does she change her last name?
No, she got remarried. Her last name is Conlon.
Can you spell it for me?
Conlon.
Conlon?
Yeah.
Do you know her birthday?
December something, 1965.
You don't know mom's birthday?
Yeah, I know I should, but she never really talks about her birthday that much.
Man, how are you gonna call her and wish her happy birthday?
I don't know.
Did you wish her happy birthday this past December?
I didn't.
No?
No, I didn't even notice it.
Man. What's mom's phone number? And you got brothers and sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Older or younger?
Younger.
How, what are their names?
Josh and Davina.
Josh, same last name as you for both of them?
I believe so, yeah.
Are they both from your dad?
Yeah.
They're all full siblings, right? Not half
Yeah.
siblings? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what your brother's birthday is?
June. When is?
It's okay if you don't remember. I just didn't know if you
June
knew.
in 1995.
Okay. And what about sister's name?
My sister's name, Davina.
Can you spell it for me?
Davina.
And do you know her birthday at all?
July 11th, 1999.
Alright, so you like sister best, right? Because you know her birthday?
No, it's not the, she doesn't even talk to me.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
Do you know their phone numbers?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Do you talk to them at all, brother and sister?
They don't speak to me.
Bad relationship?
No, I mean,
Or
they hold, I guess they're holding grudges against me for stuff that happened when we were kids, and I didn't, I wasn't trying to do anything wrong, but
Right.
obviously, I do stupid shit apparently, so.
Does your dad still talk to them?
I think he talked to my sister a little bit. My brother doesn't talk to my dad either.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get a glass of water because we've been doing so much talking. Do you want another glass of water?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get us both water and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me right now before I go out there?
No.
Okay. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
What began as a routine traffic stop ultimately uncovered a much darker story. Jared Noyman's own statements would later give investigators a detailed account of what happened that night. But the questions surrounding the case didn't end with his confession. If you found this case interesting, subscribe to the channel for more real crime stories, police body cam footage, interrogations, and evidence-based documentaries. And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next case.